This is the best handbag to buy right now. Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hello, my name is Dani. Welcome to my handbag channel where I love talking about handbags. I love talking about luxury handbags, contemporary brand handbags, and any beautiful handbags in this world that I might be obsessed about. If you like that kind of content, certainly do subscribe, turn on notifications so that you'll be informed every time I upload a video. As you can see, I'm not filming in my usual setup, and this certainly looks very much like a hotel room. I am currently traveling at the moment. I'm in Melbourne for work. I've come a day earlier so that I can have some rest and relax, and believe it or not, filming is actually part of my resting and relaxing. So I knew I would come and make a video here. The bag that I brought with me on this trip is this bag over here. This is my Fendi Vintage Boston Bag in the Pequin canvas. I very intentionally brought this bag with me for a lot of good reasons, all of which I will share in this video with you. And I thought, since I'm going to be bringing this bag, why not film a review of this bag since I've been planning it for a long time coming now. I will share with you all my thoughts I have about this bag. I will take you through the small details of the bag, the pros and cons, and why I think this is the best bag to buy now. But before I jump into the juice of the video, I'd like to share with you a couple of jewelry pieces that was very kindly gifted to me by MS Blue. MS Blue is a company that makes very beautiful jewelry. They have stones made of moissanite as well as lab-grown diamonds. I'm going to overlay the footage of the original unboxing, and I'm not doing a live unboxing because they were very kind to give me these pieces to try for a few weeks and to give you an honest review of what I think of their jewelry. As you can see in their footage, their packaging is impeccable. They include so many beautiful details. I love the box that comes with. As I'm traveling right now, I am using the bag that comes with the packaging to carry the necklaces that I got from them. I was not paid to do this video, so I'm very happy to say that this is my honest opinion about these beautiful pieces of jewelry. I was allowed to pick a couple of pieces, and I went for necklaces because I found that that's what's sort of missing in my collection. I did recently travel to Malaysia, and if you saw, I actually bought a whole lot of rings, and that's why I didn't pick any rings, and I'm not really someone to wear lots and lots of things on my wrist. So I'm not really into bracelets or bangles. It'll be earrings or necklaces or rings, and therefore I went for necklaces. Let me show you the first piece that I got. This one here has a beautiful pendant. It's a joint emerald cut and a pear cut diamond, and look how shiny that is in the sun. How pretty. As I said before, this is moissanite, and look how brilliant it is. So the necklace that I got is sterling silver, and this necklace does come with 3 length settings. So that's one over there, one over here, and one right at the end over there. And let me show you the second piece. This is the second necklace that I chose. This one has a cluster of diamonds together, so it looks like a flower. Doesn't that remind you of the churches in Europe? Some people think Europe is not a big deal, but I really love going to Europe. I find that their buildings are really beautiful and really embellished. So yeah, this one is actually my favorite piece, and it's the one that I've been wearing most often. And again, attached to another sterling silver, really dainty, fine necklace. And that's really beautiful and shiny as well. This is the first piece worn on against my skin. I thought I would model it for you so that you can gauge the size. This is the larger one. I think it's 4 carat in total. And then now I'm just going to put on the other one as a layer. I've gone ahead and layered them like so. So this is the cluster flower one, and that is at the shorter setting. This one is at the longer setting. It's hard to see a little bit because of the neckline on my dress, but if I had a lower neckline, that's what it would look like. So this one is at the shorter setting, this one is at the longer setting. The middle setting would sit somewhere in between, I would assume. And yeah, I really like the look of that. I'm going to keep these on during the video so that if you want, you can just keep looking at them. Later when I go out, I'm probably just going to wear the one as opposed to both of them because of the neckline. But yeah, there you go. So I've been really enjoying these pieces. I find that they're really good everyday pieces. So they are dainty enough that you can still wear every day, but at the same time, they are not so in your face that, you know, it looks like too much. I wouldn't necessarily layer exactly these 2 pieces together because I find doing it like this is more statementy. Wouldn't these be like just perfect to give to your loved ones for Christmas or maybe yourself if you're looking for a treat. And don't forget, there's Black Friday coming out. I will link the details of these pieces in the description box below, including the website of MS Blue. Happy shopping, and thank you so much to MS Blue for very kindly gifting me these pieces. Other than these pieces being so much more affordable compared to real diamonds, they're going to last you a long time as well, in keeping with the theme of this video as I talk about my beautiful vintage Fendi Boston bag. Okay, so let's get into the juice of the video. The bag is currently full. I might just quickly take my bits and bobs out because it's going to be really heavy for me to constantly hold up as I am talking to you guys. Here we go, my vintage Fendi Boston bag. This is in the Pequin canvas. It is really tough and durable. It's a Boston bag style bag, or like a doctor's bag. It does come with a zip up the top. It has these double top handles as well. And it has these D-rings so that you can hook on a long crossbody strap or shoulder strap really, really comfortably. Here's a close-up on the front. So there is the Fendi logo over there. And throughout the Pequin canvas, you'll see Fendi imprinted in the canvas. Pequin canvas is coated, so it's not an absorbent material, which is really nice. That is one side of the bag. That is the back of the bag. The other side of the bag, and check out its very pretty zipper pull. It's got the double FF logo over there, and there's the bottom of it. It's got no feet, and there again you can see all the little Fendi words in the canvas. In the opening, it is supported by these metal stirrups, so this is inflexible, okay, or like not very flexible, and when you open it, it opens up really wide, and that's what it looks like on the inside. There is a zip pocket at the back there, and nothing on the other side. It is lined with a black fabric. I think it's nylon, I think. And then on that back pocket, there's that metal Fendi plaque, and again, that very pretty zipper pull. Other than the Pequin canvas, it does have some accents of leather. The top handles are made of leather and they are rolled as well, so it makes it really comfortable to carry. This patch over here is in leather. These chaps over here are made of leather, and there's leather piping as well, same as along the zipper pull. Mine here comes with the black leather. This bag also comes with the tan leather, and it comes with gold hardware. This long strap that we've got over here is just a third-party strap that I purchased from Amazon. It is a webbed strap. It is quite broad, and I just attach it on the handles over here. This bag originally does come with a long leather strap. However, because I purchased this secondhand and it's vintage, when I got it from the last owner, she said no, she did not have that leather strap anymore. So I knew that going into this purchase. I purchased this bag from Vestia Collective a couple of years ago when I was really obsessed about Boston bags. And I was really obsessed about purchasing the Louis Vuitton Speedy 20 or 25, but obviously the price point of this bag over here is much, much better. Now, I haven't got my measuring tape with me because I'm traveling. So when I get home, I will grab the measurements of this bag and I'll put it on screen. The length is 25 centimeters, height is 15 centimeters, the depth is 14 centimeters, and the top handle drop is 8 centimeters. So I consider this a medium-sized bag, and it fits quite a lot. This is why I love bringing it traveling. But before I get into that, I'll give you a bit of story as to how I acquired this bag. I bought this bag from Vestia Collective. It is a vintage bag, so I did purchase it secondhand. I paid less than 650 Australian dollars for this bag. That's including tax and duties as well as shipping. Can't remember the full details about where this bag came from. So if you're interested, go ahead and check out the unboxing video. I will leave it in the description box below. And moving on to the pros of this bag, so many things. Number one, this canvas. I really, really love this canvas. I have some Louis Vuitton canvas monogram bags as well, but I do feel that this canvas is thicker. I'm not sure whether it's because it is a vintage bag and whether, you know, back in those days, they just made the bags better. I mean, that's the word that goes around, isn't it? Vintage bags seem to be made of higher quality. This canvas, although it's soft, it is stiffer than Louis Vuitton monogram canvas. When I first got it, it was a little bit more squished, but I went ahead and stuffed it, and, you know, it's still kind of soft, but it's not particularly deformed, I don't think. The coating also makes it really durable, so this bag fares really well in the rain, and this is often the bag that I take to children's parties because of the coating and how resistant it is to stains. I actually once did get pink buttercream on this bag, and I was it was at a kid's birthday party and I was so horrified. I cleaned it off immediately, and fortunately there's no staining whatsoever. In fact, on this bag you can't actually see any stains because of, I guess, number one, the color, number two, it would be the coating of the bag. Of course, it also helps that the leather is black on this one. When I first received this bag, it did have a vintage sort of basement odor. I deodorized it with bicarb soda. The other huge pro that I love about this bag is the fact that it has these metal stirrups inside the zipper pulls themselves. So these are not flexible at all. And also the zipper pulls go down the side. And this means that when I go ahead and pull open the bag, you get a really huge opening, and this is so nice to see everything. So say, for example, I unzip the bag. If there are things inside the bag, the opening will just flop open, and it's so easy to find things. And I noticed this difference quite starkly against my Louis Vuitton Speedy Bandolier 25. I find with that bag, I have to unzip it, and then after that, I still have to pry open the zipper. And yet after I do that, the opening is not that big, and I still sometimes feel like, you know, it's a bit scratchy on my hands. But look at this, like if I do that, I'm barely touching the zip at all. So I absolutely love this feature of the opening. It is chef kiss, so good. And the other thing that I really like, which is not necessarily unique to this bag, is the fact that it has the D-rings, because then you can very easily attach a strap to it, as opposed to having to attach the strap to this portion of the hardware, and sometimes that causes the top handles to go a bit wonky. When I let go of the bag, can you see how the top handle just rests really flush against the bag without popping up? So I think that's absolutely amazing. Now, in terms of the cons, there are really not that many. So the thing is, sure, it is a bag that you can tell is not from today. It's not current trend. But I think that's actually a pro, and I'll talk about it in a minute. The other con I would say, which is something that bothered me, but I've gotten used to it, is the placement of these D-rings. I realized from this bag, because of the placement of these D-rings and how the straps are attached diagonally across the opening, you do kind of have to work around the long strap when you're trying to get into the bag when you're holding it. So I have to, like, as opposed to having the straps on either side of the bag and you've got free access horizontally into the bag, this one you kind of have to sometimes work around the top handle strap over here. And also to zip and unzip the bag. If I'm carrying the bag, you can imagine if I'm trying to zip up or unzip the bag. So if the zipper pull's over here, I got to pull the zipper pull up to here and then thread my arm this way to pull it down all the way back this way. So it's a small thing, but I know how to dance around the access of the bag now. But I thought I wanted to point it out because, you know, it might be important to you. And it was certainly something that I had to learn to get used to. The other con that I think is a really small thing, it's not something that bugs me, but I think it may bug a few people who have long nails. So this zipper pull is not particularly large. I do have to pinch it like this. I think it's maybe 1.5 centimeters in diameter only. So if you've got really long nails, you might find it annoying to try and grab it and use it to pull. Those are the only cons that I can think about with regards to this bag. I'm going to move on to a couple more pros now. This is a medium-sized bag and it fits so much. And I think those of us in the handbag community do know that a Boston-style bag tends to not look as much as the volume it can carry. So it tends to pack a punch. As opposed to some bags that look really big but they don't carry anything, Boston bags are the complete opposite. So let me show you what I can fit into this bag over here. It honestly fits so much. So I'm going to start over here with my Chloe coin. I don't remember the official name, but it is a card holder plus a coin holder. It has a number of card slots. So I'm going to put that in. The next thing I'm going to put in is my mini pochette. So in Dami bin, it is full, got lots of coins, overflow cards, and lippies and keys and things as such. So that's going to go straight in there. And so far that's what it looks like. Still lots and lots of room. I've got my hand sanitizer over here, my earbuds, a big bulky case, my phone, it is an iPhone 13 mini, and then my sunglass case. I absolutely love this. I purchased this off Temu. It is like made of silicone, and you can hook it on the outside of the bag if you're carrying a really small one. So yeah, my sunglasses are in there. It keeps my sunglasses nice and protected, and I put that in there as well. Now I got a big chunky power bank. I can put that in there, no problems. Yeah, if I didn't have all this with me, I could potentially still pack a water bottle or a small umbrella in here, but I'm not carrying those with me at the moment, so that's everything that I've got in there. And I'm gonna zip it up, and there you go. Love it. I love how much this bag packs for how small it looks. So I introduced this bag as the best bag to buy now, and that's because I find it is like mid volume luxury. I'm kind of making fun of the whole quiet luxury plus loud luxury. I find this is like mid volume. You know, if you're someone who likes luxury designer bags but you don't want to be too flashy, I do find that this is the perfect middle ground. From the point of view that it is, sure, it's got a designer logo on there, but it is not too in your face at all. This coated canvas as well, although it is signature to Fendi, and Fendi has recently brought it back as well, it is not as well recognized as the Louis Vuitton monogram or the Damier Ebene. This color as well is also fairly neutral. It certainly leans more towards fall, winter, but you know, it's a khaki green plus black. So I find that this colorway is fairly neutral. And depending on how you're dressing on the day, it will certainly go with most outfits. And of course, the other reason why it would be such a good purchase for a time like now is that it's been said in the luxury YouTube world, people have observed that luxury is not that popular anymore, it seems. Some people have been afraid to carry luxury handbags, or they're really loud luxury handbags, because there's been some street crime, people have been followed, cars have been broken into. So this is certainly something a lot more low-key than a brand new, current trend, obvious luxury handbag. The other thing is also the price point. Luxury handbags nowadays, like a Louis Vuitton monogram canvas handbag, is easily 4,000 Australian dollars, and this is, you know, probably a quarter of that price. So it's certainly a bag that has a price point that is not going to break the bank as much as a brand new Louis Vuitton handbag. So I find it's much more economically sensitive for today's time. I will finish off with some mod shots. So for reference, I am 5'1", and here's what the bag looks like in front of me. We can do a great crook of the arm moment. And that's what it looks like, long shoulder. I have to say, initially when I purchased this bag, I was actually planning to put a short shoulder strap on it to carry it as a short shoulder. It's certainly something you can do, but I found that this was such a good size to carry a crossbody, which is my favorite style. There it is. Yeah, let me know. Do you like? I forgot to say the other pro of this bag is that it is super lightweight when it is empty. So it's actually really good to transport around when you travel. And obviously when we travel, we tend to carry more things as well. So it's nice to have a bag that is not already weighing a ton before you put anything into it. I'm just going to correct myself and say that I'm not 5'1", I'm 5'0". I just wanted to say that because there was a viewer who actually watched one of my videos, and she said that 152 centimeters is 5 foot, not 5'1", and they wanted me to commit to either 5'0" or 5'1". So I just have to correct myself before someone comes at me in the comments. I am 5'0", and while I'm here, did you notice how pretty that is? Shiny, shiny, ching, ching, ching. If you have any questions, certainly leave it in the comments section below. Are you into vintage handbags as well? Because I am certainly also eyeing some vintage bags from Celine. Just haven't pulled the trigger just yet. If you enjoyed this video, certainly hit that like button for me. If you want to see more content from myself, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and that way you'll be informed every time I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!